And the ride is Eastern Ontario's most successful single-day cycling fundraiser. It's happening on a Sunday, September 8th. Let's find out more right now. Joining us, we have Robert Noseworthy, participant in the ride. Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Cancer survivor as well. You've got a story. We'll get to that in moments. Julianne Noseworthy as well. Same last name as this guy. Do you know him? You're good friends with this guy?
We are very much so.
There you go.
He's my father, yes.
Great. And of course, you're part of the ride as well.
Absolutely.
Team Noseworthy. Let's get right into it. Robert, you have a story. Story goes back quite a few years, though, and that's good news.
Yes, you're right, Dylan. I was 30 years ago. I was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia, which at the time had a very dire prognosis. I was given a 13% chance of survival, and I was given 6 months to live at the time. And as a result of research that's been gone into medical research, I'm here today. So 30 years later, it's pretty cool.
So you attribute your survival to a bunch of things, but research, number one.
Absolutely. I mean, 50 or 60 years ago, somebody put money or donated money into research, and that research saved my life 30 years later. Here I am 30 years later, after my healing, to be able to give back into that community. So I'm giving back to research at the Ottawa Hospital because they have leading edge research, and it means a lot to me, as you can imagine.
Of course, and of course that's where the money's going. It's supporting leading edge research at the Ottawa Hospital. Let's talk about Team Noseworthy. Now how long, Julianne, have you been a part of the ride?
Yeah, we've been doing the ride for 5 years now, and again, we started because it's a cause dear to our hearts, and we wouldn't be able to do the ride that we do every year if it wasn't for cancer research with my dad. So we partake every year, do the 120-kilometer bike ride, and yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Can I ask how that works? Do you all do 120 kilometers, or do you sort of break it up?
No, we do it together, every kilometer together.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But you don't have to do 120 kilometers, correct?
No.
There's other routes?
There's other options that people can participate in. So there's the 120, obviously. There's the 50-kilometer option. There's also the virtual rider, so people can download the app, the Ride app, and clock their kilometers that way as well. People can also volunteer, which we love the volunteers along the ride. They keep us going. And then people can also donate to cancer research.
And I know you guys have raised about $10,000 and then some over the past 5 years or so congratulations on that. That's a lot of fun. Tell us a bit more about the day, Robert. I mean, how does it all break down?
It all breaks down. We get up really early. Because we're in the early ride. We're doing 120 kilometers. So we have to be on site for 7:30, the launch of the day. Typically the mayor is out there with the other volunteers, and they have a big countdown. And, you know, over 8,000 people participate in this, so it's quite sizable. And off we start the ride at 7:30. We finish somewhere around 11:30, 12, and then there's a great lunch after that, barbecue, and a real hangout kind of place.
Okay, sorry, you bike 120 kilometers in like 3-4 hours? That's what my math just did there for me.
Yes.
About 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. Okay. Well, depends how many stops we take along the way.
So how can people get involved in this? I mean, do you have to have experience to be an experienced biker? Because it sounds like it's a lot.
Not at all, and that's one of the things that I enjoy about Ride Day is that it accommodates people of all abilities and all capabilities. Anybody can participate, and whether they're actually riding or volunteering or even just supporting. There's a lot of people who come out and support family and friends, so it's wonderful.
And I understand as well, 10 years strong, raising over $13 million. This ride has raised, of course, for the Ottawa Hospital. Can we talk about, so these are, look at all these medals as well. I mean, well established you guys are. Maybe you hold this one up here, this amazing flag.
This is actually my survivor flag. So every cancer survivor who participates in the ride gets one of these on a stake on the back of their bicycle. And as we go by the riders, you recognize who the people are cancer survivors. And I love it because I can go by them or they're going past me, and everybody's encouraging each other. Everybody's saying, good ride, keep going, fantastic. And it's just a really nice symbol, and it's a nice community to come together with.
And probably a good feeling because you probably see quite a few of those white flags.
Actually, the number increases every year, substantially. And I don't know what the percentage is, but it's certainly a good percentage.
That's great. How many people do you have on Team Noseworthy?
We started out with 3. My brother was with us. We're not a very big team. But he then moved to Toronto, but we're 2, and he supports us from afar.
Okay, so you two doing it, and doing it, of course, for this amazing cause. And, of course, you're thanking the Ottawa Hospital and the technology. That's wonderful. It's all taking place Sunday, September 8th, Tunney's Pasture. Thank you very much for being here. Team Noseworthy, go!
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Dylan. Thanks
for being here, as always. It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you.